Release the Kraken. The Seattle Kraken just had their expansion draft yesterday, so I wanted to do a real casual video today just to talk about my initial thoughts on the roster and how I think they'll do. I'm really excited that the NHL is getting another team, so I just wanted to do a fun video about it just to see what stood out to me and how I think they'll do. And one of the things that stood out to me was that they passed on goalie Carey Price and opted for Chris Driedger instead. The move actually does make a lot of sense to me. Carey Price is older and he has a pretty hefty contract as well. But he is definitely the win now goalie. He's the reason the Canadiens made it to the finals. Driedger is good, he's talented, and he's young, so the move makes sense. But I think by committing to him instead of Price, the Kraken are showing that they want to build their roster in a long-term sense of thinking. They're not trying to just go win now right away like Vegas did when they made it to the finals in year one. As far as the rest of the roster goes, I think they should be pretty competitive, and I think they have some good depth. Their defense looks to be amazing, but I actually am a little bit concerned about their offense. You have guys like Jordan Eberle and Yanni Gourde, and they'll score a lot. Those are two proven scorers. But where's the rest of the offense going to come from? Will Jonas Donskoy have more points in an improved and increased role with the team? And how about other guys, like young guys like Vince Dunn or McCann? How will they do in an expanded role? Will they be able to take their offense even further? I think there's some question marks beyond Eberle and Gourde. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. But I mentioned earlier, I think their defense is amazing, and really, look at their roster they have. Getting Mark Giordano was such a good move for them. His veteran leadership will really help to bring this team together, and while he's not the player he once was, he's still really good on defense. And he could even be a really solid mentor for Dunn as well, and really accelerate his growth. And I think there's other guys like Alexiak who has a really tough, rugged mentality, and he'll pair well with Larson, who also has the same mentality. I think those two guys are going to just wreak havoc on other offenses and make it really tough on them. So overall, my thoughts are, should be a good roster, should be competitive, they have solid depth, but their offense needs work. I think they'll address this in the real draft and free agency, and I'm curious to see how that plays out. That's all. I just wanted to do a real short fun video talking about the Kraken, so I will see you next time in probably another NFL video. Thanks for watching Oz Sports. I'm Tommy Osborne.